Hi, everyone, and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Sergeant Dye with me today, and he's going to tell us all about just travel safety tips and also weather's a lot colder and kind of how to take care of our cars during this colder weather. Tell us about, let's start with holiday travel tips.
Well, of course, you want to start with home first. Make sure that if you have any packages coming while you're going to be gone, because if you're like me, you ordered stuff wanting it by the holiday and then it's going to come afterwards. Make sure you make arrangements for those kind of things. Have a neighbor or someone, or you can even get on the shipping company's app and have them delay the shipment of it. Make sure you have some type of lights or something like these internet home controls, where you can kind of trigger some lights, make it look like there's someone there. Cameras are a lot more affordable. So take care of home before you get on the road. And then when you get on the road, make sure your vehicle's in a safe condition. Tire pressure is a big thing, especially this time of year. It's going to fluctuate because of the weather. Make sure that your tires are properly inflated. Not only does it save you on fuel, but it also is a safety issue as far as your vehicle's performance. The antifreeze, or the coolant in the vehicle, most modern vehicles, you don't even have to mess with that until 100, 150,000 miles as far as changing it out or anything. But make sure the levels are good. Make sure that it's up to where it needs to be, because that's what provides you the heat in your vehicle, keeps your engine cool, keeps it running and performing properly. If you have to top that off, make sure if you have what they call the extended life coolant in your vehicle, that you top it off with extended life. If you put regular,
So you're not mixing.
Yeah, because if you mix, the chain is only as good as its weakest link.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Yeah, these are all good tips. And I think sometimes this time of year we get so busy with, holiday shopping and everything else that comes with it that you forget about taking care of your car and making sure the tires are good and how many more miles do you have and, the brakes, everything. So good to know.
Make sure you have a good emergency kit of some kind in your vehicle as well. Some first aid supplies for those little incidental things that happen. Triangles, road flares, flashlights.
Jumper cables,
or even a battery booster pack. You can get them now. They used to be this big bulky thing, and you had to plug it into a wall outlet to charge it. Now they make them. They're about 3x5, about an inch thick, and you can charge it with a phone charger. It has a flashlight,
that's great.
USB port where you can boost your phone charge or whatever else you need to do. Very compact and easy to use. Keep something like that on hand in case you need it. A lot of these emergency kits you can buy in a store somewhere locally, or you can get online and find one anywhere from $25 to $100, just depending on your travel needs or where you're going.
Yeah, I love all these ideas. Very good. Just to keep in mind, stay safe. Make sure your oil's changed if you're taking a long road trip especially. So nice things. We're thinking about a lot of other stuff. So these are all good reminders. Well, we appreciate you being on today.
Thank you.
And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Leslie Blevins with me today. And we're going to just talk about a really neat program that will help your neighbor. So tell us about this, because we can't neglect the park just because it's cold out, and there's still lots of things to do and see out there. So tell me all about it.
Yeah, so thanks so much for having me. It's always great to be here. And yeah, we think winter time, that's a lot of time, not what most people are thinking, time to get outside, time to get active. But winter is a great time to explore the outdoors, and especially Steel Creek Park. And we do activities at the Nature Center year round. So for the next couple of months, even though it's cold, we've got indoor and outdoor activities for all ages and activity levels.
So if we want to find out about these, what's the best place to
do is to check our website, Bristol, Tennessee Parks and Recreation. You can find the complete activity schedule, not just for the Nature Center, but everything that the department offers. But yeah, coming up, we've got 2 different programs in January. One of those is Strenuous.
And how long has this program been going on?
It's a great time for views and scenic vistas.
Oh, for sure.
We've also got a program that's more of a classroom type educational program on spiders, as everybody loves spiders, right? And actually, jokes aside, even if you don't love spiders, then you'd be extra invited to come enjoy that program.
And how many families are we able to reach with this?
It depends on the year and how many donations.
Phenomena that are happening. 2024 is a leap year.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing some daytime astronomy on February 29th.
Oh, how cool.
Just all kinds of fun stuff.
Oh, and now tell us some good energy saving tips and, so we can keep those bills down. Bring things like that.
We are in the season of cold
Wait,
weather.
No, I didn't bring that after all.
I love it. So that's exciting. Yeah, I forgot about leap year too.
That's
so
right.
Lots of things to do out there. The hike sounds great because I think sometimes when you do take advantage of the park in the summer, of course it's so pretty, but you really can't see just like how amazing and massive it is out there.
That's right. In the wintertime, you have less moisture in the air and you have no leaves on the trees. So it's two things working together to give you some great views.
That's great. Thank you so much for telling us all about that.
Yeah.
And happy holidays to you.
Same
and
to you.
It's great having you. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you. About that. And happy holidays to you.
Same
and
to you.
It's great having you. We'll see you next time. Make a big difference.
Awesome,
Thank you. Now, if somebody wants to contribute to this program, how do they find out how to do that?
Absolutely. So,
Awesome, thank you about that. And how if somebody wants to contribute to this program, you next time. How do they find out how to do that?
Absolutely. So on our website.
Awesome, thank you about that. And how if somebody wants to contribute to this program, you next time. How do they find out how to do that?
Absolutely. So on our website.
Awesome, thank you about that. And how if somebody wants to
lots of ways to sign up.
Oh, that's great.
So on our website.
We appreciate you coming on and telling us all about it. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Lisa Kofer with the United Way joining me today, and I'm so excited to have you on the show. First, let's talk about campaign. How's it going? Where are we at? What do we need to do to help?
We're getting so close. Our goal is $1 million this year, and we're getting so close. We're really hoping that by the end of the year and going into the first of 2024 that we can announce we've raised more than that $1 million because, as I've mentioned before, we're not able to meet all the needs that the agencies and that our clients ask for. So we're going to continue working as hard as we, have been to exceed that goal.
And what are some of the programs that really need a boost?
Well, our Ride United program is something we actually started in 2023. It was a grant that we applied for, and it's a partnership between United Way and Lyft, and we provide rides to and from work for people who are employed and don't have transportation, or their car's broken down, they can't afford to get it fixed. And so we're able to help continue those folks going to work and hopefully get their family stable. Since March of this year, we've provided more than 600 rides.
Wow.
And it's to lots of different employers in the community. And so that grant funds ran out the end of December of this year, and we've had a few donors that have sent us gifts specifically for that program. So I think we're good through at least March, and we're continuing to look for grants to continue that program. It just means a lot to those clients to be able to take care of their families and get back and forth to work.
Absolutely. And we also were talking about for medical needs. A lot of times you need some help. People can't get to and from their medical appointments. Another good
Yeah, especially because, both Bristol, Virginia and Bristol, Tennessee have great transportation options for medical appointments. But when you have to cross over from Tennessee to Virginia or Virginia to Tennessee, that barrier sometimes prevents or makes it more difficult. So our goal in the beginning when we wrote the grant was not only to be able to provide transportation to working people back and forth to work so they can remain employed and be able to hopefully get something more permanent in the future, but also to be able to provide folks that need to go to radiation treatments or cancer treatments or other medical appointments, and maybe they don't have any family and they can't afford to pay Uber to come and get them. So we're working on that, and I feel like 2024 is going to be the year we're going to be able to do both. So that's what our goal is.
That's great. So now if we want to contribute and help out, what do we need to do?
Well, you can go to our website, unitedwaybristol.org. they can drop by our office. There's a couple of days in the next few weeks that we will be closed, but if no one is there, there's a little mail slot to the left of our door, and they can put something in there. They can call our office at 423-968-4912, and they can do a credit card, over the phone, or we can email them a pledge form. And our address is 315 8th Street in Bristol, Tennessee. So if they want to know more information, and it's not just about raising the dollars that we need to continue these wonderful programs like Ride United and Reunite and all the other programs United Way does in Bristol, but it's also being able to support the wonderful programs of our 24 local agencies. But even beyond that, it's about becoming involved and impacting your community in a positive way. So we encourage people, give us a call. There are a lot of volunteer opportunities out there, and we would love to sit down and talk to you about our work and the impact that we make on everybody in our community as far as the quality of life goes, but especially our most vulnerable population. Those are the folks that our programs, many of those are geared towards helping them get through that crisis in their lives. So. And I also want to thank the community too, for
of course.
all of their generous donations. $1 million is a lot for a community our size, especially when you've got a lot of other really good work going on and folks out there fundraising on behalf of their agencies. So thank you to everyone in the community for their donations and support.
Well, it is. It's just such a great organization. So I'm glad that you're almost at the goal. I know you'll get there. And, we just have to remember every dollar counts. I think some people think, oh, I can't, donate this much. But, anything, it adds up, especially if we've got a lot of people doing just a little something.
Absolutely. And that's the whole idea behind United Way. United is that everybody in a community can make a donation based on what they can afford to do. And then we take my gift and your gift and your gift and your gift, and we pull all those gifts together and push them back out into the community where they are focused on the needs that are greatest at the time. And so, we can give what we can afford to give and have the biggest impact. The other thing I like to remind folks is, if you want to make the biggest impact in your community, make your gift to United Way, because you're helping infants and toddlers and young people and elderly and all those folks in between with that one impactful gift.
Yeah, that is great. Well, thank you for that reminder, and thanks for being on with us today. We will be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Rita Eggers with me today from the library, and the library just received a grant. This is exciting, a T-Mobile grant. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, last Tuesday, T-Mobile announced their winners of the 2023 Hometown Grant Awards. And the Bristol Public Library won $50,000.
Whoa, wow, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
To you and to our whole community.
Wow. We are planning on using that to go towards building our mobile Minds library, a community outreach vehicle that it's more than just a bookmobile, though. This is going to take library services out to the community.
Okay.
We'll be able to do on-site library card registration.
Oh, wow.
We'll have digital resources available, Wi-Fi, be able to, help in underserved communities, be able to set up, at schools and festivals, take the library to the community.
Yeah.
We're really excited about it.
Well, we have a beautiful library and a lot of different great, services for the public that come out of there. So This is just another one. I bet you were you surprised?
Very surprised. Our director, Tanya Kessner, has worked really diligently over the last few months on the grant proposal, along with support from our Board of Trustees and the Library Foundation and other members of the community. And we're just so grateful to T-Mobile and to all of to our director and all of the people who put in the time and the effort to allow us to offer the community this extended service.
This is exciting. Do you have any idea when it will make its first drive around town?
We are still in the planning stages, but now that we have the grant, we can move forward, and hopefully 2024 we'll have some more exciting news.
That'll be great. It'll have to be in the parade next year.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
That'll be
We plan on
exciting.
parades, farmers market, really
Yeah.
get it out there in the community.
Oh, well, congratulations. That's great news. That's exciting. Anything
you.
else you want to add while I've got you here?
For Christmas coming up, we're going to be closed Friday, December the 22nd through Tuesday, December the 26th.
Okay.
Just
So get your books beforehand.
get your books early. Yes.
And then New Year's Eve.
We will be closed New Year's Day and Tuesday, the 1st and the 2nd.
Gotcha. So
Yes.
again, if you want, and this is always a good time of year, especially with kids being out of school. A lot of times they like to go in and
Oh,
get their
yeah.
books and, be able to read during the break. So
Yeah.
just something to remember when they're closed. Well, we appreciate you being on. Congratulations again. Thanks so much. This
Thanks
is
for having
exciting.
me.
We can't wait to see it out and about touring
Yes.
town. And don't go anywhere. We will be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Jeremy Stout with me today. We always love having you on the show. He's just full of a lot of fun information, and let's talk about the park, because we can't neglect the park just because it's cold out, and there's
That's
still
right.
lots of things to do and see out there. So tell me all about it.
Yeah, so thanks so much for having me. It's always great to be here. And we think wintertime, that's a lot of time not what most people are thinking, time to get outside, time to get active. But winter is a great time to explore the outdoors, and especially Steel Creek Park. And we do activities at the Nature Center year round. So for the next couple of months, even though it's cold, we've got indoor and outdoor activities for all ages and activity levels.
So if we want to find out about these, what's the best place to
Best place to do is to check our website, Bristol, Tennessee Parks and Recreation. You can find the complete activity schedule, not just for the Nature Center, but everything that the department offers. Coming up, we've got 2 different programs in January. One of those is a strenuous hike up into the knobs, and wintertime is a great time for views and scenic vistas.
Oh, for sure.
We've also got a program that's more of a classroom type educational program on spiders, as everybody loves spiders, right? And actually, jokes aside, even if you don't love spiders, then you'd be extra invited to
Yes.
come enjoy that program. All kinds of other things happening. We've got some interesting astronomical phenomena that are happening. 2024 is a leap year.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing some daytime astronomy on February 29th.
Oh, how cool.
Just all kinds of fun stuff.
Oh, I love that. I'm glad you didn't bring any spiders, though, because, usually Jeremy likes to bring things like that.
I might have one in my park. No, I didn't bring them after all.
I love it. So that's exciting. Yeah, I forgot about leap year, too.
That's
So
right.
lots of things to do out there. The hike sounds great, because I think sometimes when you do take advantage of the park in the summer, of course it's so pretty, but you really can't see just like how amazing and massive it is out there.
That's
So,
right. In the wintertime, you have less moisture in the air and you have no leaves on the trees. So it's 2 things working together to give you some great views.
That's great. Thank you so much for telling us all about that.
Yeah.
And happy holidays to you.
Same
and
to you.
It's great having you. We'll see you next time.